It's the end of day 4 at Redemption Hill. 9 of the inmates are safely locked in their cells for the night, but angry teenager Jeremy is struggling to come to terms with his future on the program.
I think the time that Jeremy spent in isolation was a chance for him to really reflect on matters, reflect on what's going on at home. He spent times with myself and the social worker dealing with certain things.
It's just I need to sort out a few things with my mum, my dad and other people that I can't do in here.
It's clearly obvious that Jeremy does have a lot of issues that he needs to work through. And if he does carry on with this destructive path, it's going to get him into a lot of trouble.
I was brought up in a pretty strict church and sort of took it from there that I would never do drugs. But marijuana got a hold of me and my friends. I guess I'm sort of a hypocrite, but I don't see that as bad.
And while Jeremy continues to work through his demons, for the others, a new day will bring a new challenge that will test the very limit of the boundaries of trust that the warden has placed in them.
Lights on! Wake him! Now, wakey, wakey. Good morning, Jonathan. Good man. Wakey, wakey! Jiminy! Rain goes on!
I still hate it because I hate getting up so early in the morning and not even knowing what I'm doing in the day. Being here, it just makes me appreciate what I've actually got at home. It's a bit hard out. I'm not used to it.
Unlock him! Southwing to the assembly point. Let's go. No talking. You know the drill. Now, today, you're probably wondering why you're holding all that gear. The reason why you're holding that gear is because you are going to be gone from the prison for the rest of the day. It's a day you can enjoy, a day where you can learn a lot, a day where you can achieve something as well. And all I want to see is everyone get stuck in.
I was loving that. I was like, yeah.
With Jeremy and Jesse mounting their escape a couple of days ago, it'll be interesting to see what happens with the activities when we go off-site. There are 5 officers to keep an eye on them, and after being cooped up in here for a week, I think it is time to let them out and taste a little bit of freedom.
Yeah, I'd been away for so long that, outside would be a privilege, pretty much.
It was just good to see the ocean and the beach and other people, other than the same people every day.
Okay, listen up. This is your activity for this morning. Your objective is, as a group, to climb the tree behind me, tied together.
I was like, oh my God, are you being serious?
At the top of the tree, you will find a key. Once you've retrieved the key, you then come back down to unlock the box. Inside the box is your privilege. Problems, questions, concerns? None? Good.
The tree climb is a team-based activity. It challenges them on different levels of degree, through communication, through working together,
Like that.
through overcoming frustration and anger between each other.
Is that clear?
Yes, officer.
It puts them in that situation where they have to overcome those sort of fears in order to achieve their objective.
Tuck that hair away, you don't want it in your face. Okay, so as you're climbing up, you're going to spiral up. We've discussed that. Jesse, as leader, you need to find the path of least resistance, but also the safest path.
Yes, officer.
While you're up there, feel free to talk to the officers. Someone holding that drum?
Going well, team. Keep it up.
Take what's in the box. Just follow each other.
Jesse always tries to be the chief. He's always got to be right.
Don't look up. Just look at the rope in front of you and go around the tree.
More attitude, more smartness, pisses them off because I'm a very smart person. Very, very
He needs to learn to keep his mouth shut. I just don't like him very much.
You alright, Samantha? Is there anybody that's not feeling alright? Just think of the prize that we're gonna get after it, guys.
Come on, guys!
You alright, Jessica?
It was pretty scary. It was all of us trying to get up and down around each other. Branches were breaking, things were falling. I didn't think I could do it.
You can do this, Jessica.
I'm fully shaking. Yeah, don't worry, I'm shaking too. Sweet as, okay?
It'll hold, it'll hold.
This far, it can hold us. So I don't know, it's time I just stopped thinking and just did it.
Okay, guys, everywhere, Jessica's gonna touch the key.
Shot, Jessica!
I was quite impressed with what Jessica did. She's pretty mean today, but I was expecting she's going to be dumb and not do it. But she actually did it, so it's pretty cool.
Start making your way down, Jessica, you alright?
I thought since I'm up here, I have to come down. I can't just stop.
Just keep coming down. They've got your feet.
I thought, oh yeah, we'll join down as a team, so everybody will be there if anything happens.
It was only a tree, you know. Everyone should have just been able to climb it. But nah, some of the chicks had to make a drama out of it as usual, you know.
9 of us up in that one tree was frustrating because we had to keep stopping and starting.
Can you hurry up by any chance?
I didn't like going to the very top of the tree. I didn't like that. I felt all funny. You know, I just wanted to hurry up and come down.
Get on your knees. Get on your knees.
What to do then?
Get on your knees.
Even he kind of pisses me off as we're up there doing that tree thing. And I asked her nicely if she could move any further.
No, I can't move.
And she started nutting out at me. She's like, I can't move any further, rah, rah, rah.
Can you just wait?
You know, it just pretty stinks. Seeing I only asked her pretty politely and she shoves back in my face.
Calm down, people. When you talk to each other, calm down.
Ow, my eyes. They should have given us goggles or something.
The twins, when they talk, they just moan. Even if they're talking normally, you just want to tell them to shut up or something because it sounds like they're moaning.
Oh, Kelsey, move your foot. Oh, sorry.
I know I'm not positive all the time, but I just like to express my feelings and my opinions and everything. But whenever I do that, I'm complaining.
Come on, Ebony.
I'm just sick of their voice. All they're doing is nagging and nagging. It's pathetic.
You all right, Luke? Are you the last one? Awesome. I got you, all right? I'm not going to let you go.
Guys! I've got the key!
Good work, Luke. Good work.
When it came down to it, I reckon it was pretty mint.
How does it feel to hold that key right now?
I don't want to hold it, I want to turn it.
Yeah! Box is all yours.
Group has to watch a movie. Yeah. That was pretty cool, but I think we all had high expectations for something else. Everyone was pretty happy and it was like Christmas, sort of.
So you get the opportunity to watch a movie, something a little bit different, haven't been seeing TV for a while, or anything like it. Our day's not finished though. We're going to be moving to our next activity.
I wasn't too keen on the movie. I think we could have got something better.
For the first time in a week, the teens are outside Redemption Hill, and a taste of freedom has opened their eyes to the roles played by the warden and officers.
I think the officers and warden have changed. Like, now that we have stopped disrespecting them, they've stopped yelling at us and gone a lot easier.
At the start, they wouldn't say anything. They wouldn't talk to us. They pretty much just say what they got to say and just be really strict. So, yeah, I reckon they've loosened up a bit more.
I noticed that they are starting to be not so strict and stuff like that, and they're like talking to us more.
The program is split into 3 parts. The first part is a breaking down phase. We need to break through all the negative attitude in order to find out what's really going on inside. The second part is all about finding out who they are as an individual, find out what's really going on at home, allow them to build a relationship with us, and vice versa. The third part is all about them enhancing all the qualities they do have so they can take some of the experiences and some of that knowledge they've been taught back into their social environment to hopefully better improve themselves.
Okay, for this activity, what you must do is build a device on both sides of this creek. And one male, one female must cross from this side to the other without getting wet and also the right amount of time. If you complete this activity, you'll then retrieve your privilege. It's going to be up to you to decide who you send across to the other side. Once you have made the decision and those people go, they cannot come back across again. Ready? Go.
The river crossing activity is all about splitting the group into two. And through that, they had no choice but to try and communicate to each other as two separate groups.
So who's going that side then?
I'll go, come on.
Yeah, I will too then. 1, 2, 3, 4, I will see.
It was just the next stage in the progress of trying to provide an activity where it does set challenges and it puts them in a situation where they have to overcome certain barriers as well.
The two groups must each build a tripod that will enable two of the teenagers to cross the river, but only one group has the instructions.
Tripods either side of the creek. Oh, tripods.
Oh, not tripods.
Oh, man.
As soon as I saw we had to build a tripod, I was like, oh my God, we're not going to be able to do this.
Samantha, Bridget and Jonathan, there's these people to get on with and don't want to all be the boss. I was kind of a bit of more of a lead, I reckon, then.
You know what? I reckon what Aaron's doing down there is pretty good. Looks pretty good to me.
Yeah.
We'll lift it up now and just see if this works.
Common sense, eh?
This one has to come over.
We didn't even have the instructions, we were just guessing, and it was basically all right.
It's a tripod, it works.
That's what I call a tripod.
That is it.
Oh,
That's all it is.
And that hasn't even got the braces on.
How do you do it?
You guys have got the instructions, not us.
I was kind of pissed off that the other team finished first, and then like we were asking them what to do, and they're like, "Nah, you guys can do it yourselves." And we were like, "Oh, I thought we were meant to be a team." But anyway,
It's not a competition, you know.
Yeah, I know, we're just saying we want to finish this one, we don't want to have to do both of them.
What?
It felt like the people across the other side was trying to use it as a competition sort of thing, like seeing who could do it the fastest.
Yeah, okay, don't give us any advice and
I don't even have the instructions, and they do. They have the instructions, we don't.
And with time on their hands, romance is once again top of the agenda.
Bridget's too fascinated about Aaron. I just happened to look at Bridget and her eyes are set on Aaron. And I look around again and there she is looking at Aaron.
Oh, he is hot. Well, I reckon he is anyway. He is hot. He's like the only hot guy there. They look at each other and smile. So funny.
What do we do next after we've made the tripod?
We're trying to find it.
Just wait, man.
When both tripods have been checked for safety, a rope line must be secured across the top of one tripod to the other.
Oh, yeah.
Put it over.
If we can somehow.
Like that.
Yeah. Somehow that needs to be connected on.
How, though? Why? Why does it need to be connected?
Because it has to.
Does it?
Otherwise, there's no point in that.
Yeah. That's the main supporter. This is
we
just...
need to chuck this over before that goes on there, so they can tie it on.
Well,
you need to.
I am seriously getting sick of Jesse putting his nose into anything and everything, being Mr. Know-it-all.
That's just going to fly over there, over the edge.
But then what if it just slips off? Then whoever's on it is just going to...
It's not going to slip off because that's what that's for. That's
No,
that's...
this. If it slips...
he's only a small boy, but his ego is so incredibly large, and I just find that so frustrating because he never gives anyone else a chance to like show what they can do. It's always got to be about what he can do.
Okay, I'm not going to be able to...
Swing it like that. Oi, Luke, go like that.
Jump into the river.
This is pathetic.
I just got frustrated with everybody because it took all of them to use each one of their ideas first and muck it up before they tried my idea, which was always right, you know, and that's what sort of frustrated me.
I honestly think we should throw the whole bundle of rope at the same time.
The transfer activity is designed to be a hands-on activity. So if you get a person who likes getting his hands dirty or likes being involved with something, they're going to stand out in the activity. And Jesse was one of those individuals.
I sort of do want to leave here knowing that everybody thinks, oh shit, you know, maybe he was alright.
Decided who's going over?
Yeah, I'm going over.
Who's going over?
I'm going over.
At first, me and Jesse were going to do paper, scissors, rock to see who went over, but and he said, nah, he's just going to do it.
I just wanted to, so I told Luke that I was going to. He got to open the box last time, so I got to go across.
And Kelsey.
I was pretty stoked until I found out I had to go across because no one else would, and I was just like, oh my god, because I so didn't think it was going to hold my weight. I honestly do not think it'll hold my weight.
It'll hold your weight.
Honesty, I don't.
Whoever's going over, go to Officer King and get harnessed up.
We are!
With much of their 30-minute time limit wasted deciding who will cross the river, Jesse and Kelsey have just 2 minutes left, or they will lose the privilege contained within the box.
But that was the most exciting thing we have done since we've been here.
Jesse, quickly.
I'm very proud of myself. It made me feel good because, yeah.
Oh, I'm so shit scared right now, honestly. I'm shitting myself so bad. They were doing all the safety checks, and then everyone was on the other side of the river going, hurry up, we're running out of time.
Hurry up!
We are! How many times do I have to tell you? We're going as fast as we can! Wow.
Everyone was just rushing everyone.
Come on, Kelsey, you can do it! Good luck! You can do it!
Yeah, that just kind of got to me a bit. And I was like feeling all nervous as it was.
That's the one. That's the one.
Kelsey was really scared, and it took her a lot of courage to actually do it.
Get up on the tripod.
Nice work.
I hope we made it. Otherwise, I would have done it for nothing.
Who thinks they achieved the objective? Okay, hands down. If you had done it in the right amount of time, this is what you would have got.
Popcorn, ice cream, and refreshments for the movies.
You achieved the objective by getting a female and a male across the other side without getting wet. The key, however, came down to doing it in the right amount of time. Okay, the answer to that question is you did.
That is enough.
So unless you get that bit of paper out of that box, you're not getting it.
I thought that we didn't make it. Then he said, yep, you guys made it in time. I was so pleased. It would be nice to eat ice cream and popcorn and have a drink of Coke.
For now, the trust placed in them by the warden appears deserved, but on their return to the prison, difficult decisions have to be made.
Yeah, Jeremy. Has there been anything different from the last time we spoke to now? Going on in your head?
Not really, Warden. I know what I need to do now. It's something I need to talk about with my mum.
Okay, Jeremy. I've been watching you closely, listening, and observing what's been going on. I've had to weigh out certain decisions as well. You've spent 24 hours in isolation. You've had time to reflect on matters. You had an opportunity to read a letter from your mother. We're slowly chipping away at those edges. And in terms of the program, I have decided to dismiss you.
Yes, Warden.
I feel disappointed because I feel that there's still a lot of value in what this program had to offer you. But I'm not going to do it to the risk of anyone else on this program. So from here, arrangements will be made for you to leave this program. You'll then be placed back into your mother's care, and from there you can tackle some of the issues you clarified in your own mind, and you can start that journey.
Yes, Warden.
Redemption Hill just wasn't right for Jeremy, but we'll look at other ways of reconnecting him with his family. Yeah, Jeremy, we'll get things organised.
I think I'm gonna have to tell my mum and my dad and shit that I drink and do marijuana with my mates, and swear and have sex and all that kind of rubbish after this. There's no point living in a double life.
Okay, people, before we move on, first going to need to know about Jeremy. There's been a lot of talk amongst the cells about what's going on. Jeremy's been spending his whole time in isolation. He's been reflecting on some of the things that he needs to work through. He's been learning a lot of things about himself. But at the end of the day, I had to make a decision what I wanted to do with him. And I have decided to dismiss him from the program.
Jesse and Jeremy had got quite close to each other. I think Jesse was quite upset about that.
So Jeremy is gone.
Jeremy was the only one that knew exactly how I was. He was the only one that really knows how I feel. I'd say we got along the best out of everybody here because we're sort of the same people. We thrive off the same things.
But I was quite angry when I found out he left because he was probably the funniest one. Yeah.
At the end of the day, my concern is about the group, not about just one person.
I won't miss the shit he used to give me. Got sick of it, all the same stuff over and over again.
So he cannot drag you down, so that we continue to develop you, how you need to develop, and how you need to grow. We cannot allow that to undermine everything.
Jeremy was a follower and a mocker, so yeah, it is pretty a relief that he's gone.
Despite the trust placed in him by the warden, Jesse chose to steal 2 oranges left over from lunch whilst off site.
Can anybody see any officers around?
And security cameras have picked up his attempts to hide them in his cell.
Jesse. Yes, officer. You're coming back out, put your shoes on, you're going to go see the warden. Now,
I got 2 oranges in my cell and just put them in my pocket. And that's how I got them in.
Are we going to find anything in your cell?
Yes, warden.
What are we going to find?
2 oranges, warden.
Anything else?
Not that I know of, warden.
You're supposed to have oranges in your cell?
No, warden, I just had them in my pocket when I came back today. I sort of made up a load of bullshit for that one. I sort of told him that I was scared I was going to get in trouble if I gave it to him. Got me out of that one. I didn't really mean anything by taking him back to my cell. And I didn't know until I got there, and I was just scared that I was going to get in trouble and put in isolation or something.
Wouldn't you be in more trouble for getting caught with it?
Yes, warden.
So which one's better?
Handing them in.
Hand them in and taking the chance that you might have gained some respect for being honest and truthful?
Yes, warden, I just didn't think of that.
Maybe you should start thinking about doing that sort of thing.
I think he's trying to be good in front of the officers, but, you know, tries to get away with little stuff.
Okay, well, we're going to go back there and then we'll deal with those 2 oranges.
I'm a very smart person, and what I don't like about other people is that they come in here abiding by the rules, whereas me, I've come in here not abiding by the rules and probably will leave abiding by the rules, so at least I've got something out of it.
You've not taken anything else in there other than those 2 oranges?
No, I wouldn't.
Okay, I want you to go grab those 2 oranges right now. The program isn't about squashing personalities, hand them to Officer Dan. It's about adapting them, making the young people realise that actions do have consequences and being able to trust each other. Jesse breached that trust by stealing the oranges.
Before arriving at Redemption Hill, most of the teens' parents made allegations of theft and violence against their children.
Deputy, stand to. Quickly.
The warden can leave nothing to chance.
And in order for us to ensure that nothing else was smuggled into the prison, we introduced cell searches.
There's going to be a cell search. If we find anything in your cell that you should not have, there will be consequences. Do you understand?
Yes, warden.
Step out of your cell. Stand over there.
He was just going nuts, chucking the bed everywhere, ripping off all my blankets, chucked my bedpan all the way across the room, hit the wall and stuff.
I didn't like someone coming through my stuff and like chucking it everywhere. And for what? Something that one person done. I thought that was kind of unfair.
All clear, Warren? Then give us a date.
The search revealed no other smuggled items, but the incident has destroyed much of the trust built up over the last week.
Another week. Your cells will be checked. In 5 minutes, make sure they're clean. Get to it. Okay, people, because some of you are getting too relaxed. Some of you forgetting where you are. Some of you forgetting the system. For that, you're not getting your points tonight.
I was pretty gutted. We're going to find out tomorrow. And I was like, oh man, I want to know how well I did.
And the points some of you would have got would have thrown you right up the ladder with that points table.
Jesse's an arsehole, he's a loser. All he cares about is himself. But I just want to jab him so much, eh?
Don't get too comfortable here. We are still in charge. We still control this program. East wing, down to the outside the cell, move, come on. Oh!
Despite a stern message from the warden, security cameras have picked up another of the teenagers breaching the rules.
When we first got here, we were told to take our piercings. I wasn't too happy about it because I don't want mine closing up and it hurts to get done again. And then I put up my hairbrush in it and it was about the same size.
Red, stand two, put the get up.
We've had to remove a lot of the piercings purely for safety reasons. We find that some of them do put bits of objects within the piercing holes so that it doesn't close up.
Place of water on.
Can you just tell me what sort of piercings you have?
Belly button piercing and earpiece.
Okay. Are you worried about them closing up?
Yes.
Have you been doing anything about it?
Yes, warden.
What have you been doing?
Putting stuff through my belly button because I don't want it to close up.
Is there something in there now?
Yes, warden.
Okay, what I need to do is allow Officer King just to check it to make sure it's okay. You okay with that?
Yes, warden.
Oh, do you want to just open up there? Cool, that's enough. Yep. What's that?
That's a bit of my hairbrush.
It's getting a bit red. Okay, can you pull that out? Okay, we'll just give it a scrub.
Okay, Bridget, the reason why it's not very good placing objects into your belly button is the fact that all it's going to do is infect your belly button and we'll have a bigger problem later on to deal with. So make sure it doesn't happen again. Do you understand?
Yes, warden.
Bridget's lack of respect for authority is one of the reasons her parents sent her on the program. But it will take a far tougher lesson to make her realise that her actions have consequences.
Wake up, let's go out of your cell. You know the drill. Empty your bedpans, go back in your cell.
It's Sunday morning at Redemption Hill and a day to start rebuilding trust, starting with trust in the Lord and a prison church service.
Really good to be with you all today. I'm Helen and I'm an Anglican priest and I work at the cathedral downtown.
When the church people came in, I was like, oh my God, really? Is this what's going on?
Sometimes things happen to us that we can't control. God can help us let go of those things and move on from them.
They got us to write down what we want to let go on a piece of paper and then we would put it in a pot when we burnt it.
Now, I was wondering how you guys might feel about acting out a story that Jesus told, one of his most famous stories.
Then we rehearsed a play of a story that Jesus told or something, and I thought, okay, that's a bit weird.
Okay, so who wants to be the sons or the daughters?
I'll be the younger son.
You want to be the younger son?
And of course, Jesse was the main person, as usual.
All right, so now you call everyone in to get the party organised.
We're having a party, boys.
Yeah.
But he's spent all your money. He's gone away.
He was lost, but now he's found. You've always been here.
Yeah, nobody knows that was God's favourite story. Nobody knows God could have been the biggest stoner on planet Earth.
And so may they and this place be blessed in the name of God Creator, Redeemer, and Spirit of grace. Amen.
Amen. Pretty funny though, because they blessed us and they blessed that haunted door down the end of the cells, and then after they left, the door started really shaking and someone was trying to get in, but no one was there.
East wing, move you out to 70 point. Listen up, quickly sort your cells out. Gonna give you a points update now from yesterday. As a result of the good effort that everyone put in as a group, you all got 9 points. Well done.
Thank you, Warden.
Now, other people got some extras throughout the day. That has all been tallied together. This is your total. Bridget, you have a total of 46 points.
Thank you, Warden.
Quite happy with my points because I'm 4 away from level 2 shower.
Kelsey, you have a total of 59 points.
Thank you, Warden.
You look happy, Kelsey.
I'm very happy, thank you, Warden. I'm leading the points now. Me and Jess got quite a few points in the tree for working well together.
Luke, 47 points.
Thank you, Warden. That means I do level 2 washing.
All of you, except Jesse, have reached level 2 washing.
Yeah, everybody went out to level 2 washing except me because I didn't have enough points, but I didn't really care.
The points, I do care about them quite a bit because, yeah, it's pretty shit stuff you have to do. Wash your clothes in the shower and stuff.
Move down. There's been no talking through this exercise. You're getting a scrubbing brush, a bucket of water, so you'll have time to do your washing.
Instead of washing with your clothes on, you get a bucket, soap and a brush. With cold water, that is. How shit is that?
I'd actually prefer having it in the shower because this water's really cold and there's not much water to wash it with, so...
I reckon this is stupid. Washing your clothes with a bucket and soap.
Yeah, I just don't like washing my clothes with soap and just water and a scrubbing brush. That's just wrong. It needs washing powder and a washing machine.
I miss my washing machine. It's pretty weird doing it that way, but I suppose if you can't use a washing machine, it's good to know that you can wash your clothes somehow.
I feel quite good, officer, because it looks like it's easier to wash your clothes in the shower.
Slowly but surely, the teenagers are earning back the warden's trust, and a lecture about actions and consequences is timely.
The lecture we're going to speak about is judgment. Who here was judged before coming here? I'll see everyone's hand. Okay, what were you judged on?
I just judged on our behaviour and what we do.
So you being here on this program is a consequence of your actions when you're at home. Is that correct?
Yes, Lord.
Jessica, you should read out nice and loud what's on the board there.
Positive thought equals positive action, which equals positive consequences.
Pretty simple, eh? However, there's the other side to being thinking positive, that is thinking negative. Who here in this room at times thinks negative?
It made me think, you know, part of that is me and I need to change some of my actions and the way I think. Like, I just need to start thinking more positively.
So you got a choice. What consequences would you rather have? A positive one or a negative one?
That sort of opened me up and made me think, well, shit, yeah, that is right, you know. I want my mum to be proud of me, as every child probably does. You're going to definitely see a bit of a change. You're going to, like, be, whoa, you know.
Many of the teens at Redemption Hill have a range of fears they need to learn to overcome in order to improve their behaviour, and their next visitor is as qualified as they come.
Hey guys, what's happening?
Cool. Right here?
We have a guest this afternoon, Mark Ellett. You don't recognise him? He was the grand champion of Fear Factor in 2003. Thank you, Mark.
Sweet, thank you. Thanks, Warden. So, 4 years ago, I got type 1 diabetes. So I've got to like inject myself like 4 times a day. So I had to bring a lot more control into my life. When Fear Factor came along, it was a chance for me to go out and prove to myself mentally that I can still overcome, you know, hard stuff mentally. Like every time I meet people, they're like, oh, you know, you did it for the money or you did it to one thing. But for me, it wasn't really about any of that. The main thing that I got out of that wasn't winning something. It was going through my mind, being put in a very difficult situation and using, you know, the mental and physical strength inside to be able to get through that situation.
He just talked to us about conquering fears and how to face up to them. I found some of his advice quite helpful.
If you can break through those things mentally, it's the same in any situation, whether it be ramping a car off a building or whether it be scared to go and talk to your father because you've done something bad, you know. What scares you in life?
My mum.
Your mum scares you?
Scares me now. No, because she's the only one that knows me as well as anybody else.
Anyone else, yeah.
Oh, he was good. He was a good fella, and he sort of opened me up a bit to how you can beat your fears and that.
Jessica, what about you? What are you scared of? Anything in particular, or heights? Lots of things?
Abseiling. Hey.
I think a lot of us are scared of the unknown.
Because of the previous night's events, the teens were denied watching the movie they earned for successfully completing the challenges. Today, however, has been far more successful.
Everyone was looking forward to the movie. We got in there, everything was set up, couches and stuff, so we all took a seat.
While you're in here, you do not muck around. Anyone that mucks around, we'll put you straight back into your cell for the night. Understand?
Yes, Warden.
We were all just relaxing out on couches with blankets, eating popcorn, having ice cream. It just felt sort of homely.
Yeah, that movie was a good privilege for us to have. It was quite a good movie, actually. I think I'd seen it before, but I hadn't seen it, so it was real cool, yeah.
Might have seen, you know, a couple of lovebirds up in there. Aaron and Bridget. Something going on there.
I think he's jealous that Bridget prefers Aaron over Jesse.
Nothing went on. Oh my God. The couch is like this big, and it was on a slope. So we're just like, nope.
The swing has been snapped.
Yeah, Aaron is probably the most hottest guy here. I don't know about romance, eh? Maybe, maybe not. It's kind of hard to interact with the guys considering, you know, girls on this side, guys on this side, all that sort of really strict stuff.
Bridget's easy to get on with and she's real cool, so yeah, it's better than all the other chicks.
Yeah, she's hot, but Aaron's just pussy whipped. He is, because she's the hottest one here, so he thinks that she's like the best on earth, you know.
But hot water is the only thing that Bridget will be landing in. When vanity and the lack of respect that she's accustomed to showing her parents once again rears its ugly head.
Hurry up, Bridget. Mucking us around.
Down the white line. Down the white line. Have you got anything in your belly button, Pierce?
You said it.
We had a little meeting in my office about this. What did I tell you in the meeting?
Not to put anything in my belly button.
So why have you got something in your belly button?
Because I wanted to close that Warden.
It's basically you're not listening to instructions and you've gone against what I said directly to you. Is that correct?
Yes, Warden.
Like I said earlier on, there's consequences for actions. You understand that?
Yes, Warden.
And for that, there has to be a consequence. Bridget, you're going to isolation. There you go.
No, I was pretty pissed off that I was in there. because, you know, I don't like being by myself in like a place like this because it's sort of freaky. If I knew that it was going to be like this, then I probably would have listened to the warden.
Next week on Redemption Hill. The race is on for Bridget's affections.
I think he's jealous.
And the rift grows ever wider between Jesse and the others.
He's starting to notice that no one really likes him.
Homesickness leads to a display of defiance by the girls.
Simple. You either do the work party or you go to isolation.
I don't see if my mother can't tell me what to do, why some stranger can.
And a visitor to the prison has a profound message for Aaron.
Got my leg amputated.
It's going to make me think twice before I actually do things.
Their journey continues next week on Redemption Hill.